Hi everyone and welcome back. I've been spending time since the Jubilee to work on the Hyaku Shiki conversion from YuJiaoLand. A few people have asked me where the unboxing video is, and the reason why there isn't one is because I'm using the Daban MG Hyaku Shiki and YuJiaoLand recast. So in terms of unboxing, there isn't much to show. This is also a commission piece for Nick from Australia, so big thanks to Nick for allowing me to work on this. Normally I wouldn't recommend a recast for commission work, because you would most likely end up spending more time fixing the issues, and the more time spent means either you are getting paid less or you are charging more for the client. Neither option is ideal. However, my intention was to have this kit for myself initially, and the client asked what kits I had in my backlog, so he chose the Shiki, and of course he is aware that this is a recast. If you've seen my work, you know that I don't usually work on the most popular kits, and even if I do, I try to make them unique. And the reason for that is, I always have a feeling that for popular kits like YuJiaoLand, your work is always going to get compared with the official pictures or the hundreds of other modelers, and how quote-unquote good you are is judged by how much better or worse your kit looks compared to them, and not how unique you are as an individual. In another word, I think people have higher expectations with popular kits, and in return more pressure for the modelers to meet those expectations. However, I was up for the challenge and I wanted to do a metallic build either way, just to take it off the list of things that you should do at least once. The difficult thing about a metallic or candy paint job is that metallics are reflective, and any tiny scratches or dust will reflect light differently, and thus will be very noticeable to the eye. So there was a more than usual need to sand the surfaces smooth, and basically the process went like sand, primer, sand, primer, sand, primer, black sand, black, and then metallics. Though one good thing is that in the official pictures, the gold isn't really a candy finish like a plated gold, but a semi-gloss kind. Meaning it's still shiny, but not you can see yourself in the reflection kind of reflective. So in terms of spraying black, there isn't a need to make it super glossy, and that helped reduce the working time a bit. The second challenge was to match the colors from the official pictures with only the paints that I have, which is Mr. Color. This wouldn't be a difficult task if I could get their own paints, but that's not possible. And the annoying thing with this task is that the gold in the pictures changes tones depending on the lighting and angle, so it's very difficult to see whether the area is a light gold or medium gold, for example. It is the same thing with the greys as well, so I did the best I could by just eyeballing the shades. With the gold, I was really happy with the mixes, basically using Mr. Color's super metallic gold and silver, plus a little bit of clear red. The exact mixes is in the description. Just note that I thin my metallics to about 1 to 3 or 4, so if you don't thin them as much, then you need to use more clear red. I really like how the gold turned out. I just wanted the kind of rose or champagne gold and not the bright yellow gold, and I wanted to have that very subtle color separation that's only noticeable if you look closely. For the greys and blues, I wish they were a little bit brighter, and I was afraid they would be too cartoonish and saturated. In terms of top coat, I did a semi-gloss on most of the gold parts and flat on all the other parts. So how is the resin kit itself? In terms of looks, I like it a lot, and painting it wasn't that difficult. The problem I had with it is there are so many loose parts and too many parts that don't have pegs and holes, and they just sit on top of things. It made the kit quite fragile, and in particular places like the wing binders where they're full resin, things can easily pop off. And the most frustrating part easily goes to the white pieces in the rifles. There's nothing holding them in place apart from a tiny drop of glue, so if you accidentally touch them, they will fall off. This is why I generally prefer larger kits. Parts are usually bigger, and thus they have pegs and holes, or you can just pin them if not. The other annoying thing is that the kit has too many moving parts, particularly in the waist and crotch. It is annoying because the more parts that move, the more parts that get scratched, and it's not like I'm going to be posting it because everything just explodes when I touch it. But I don't know, maybe I'm just being too negative. But I'm just glad that I finished this project either way. The next video will probably take a while to come because I'll be doing another Barbatos resin as a commission, and I have done a video on it already. But I'll be uploading pictures for sure, so follow my socials if you want to see them. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I will see you in the next one.